I came to TROSA in 2006 after using alcohol for 13 years and powder and crack cocaine for 3 years. I started drinking in college, and after I graduated, I moved to North Carolina to be a teacher, where I taught for 2 years, and then I started working for a nonprofit, and I stayed with them for 5 years. Throughout that whole time, I was using socially, drinking, using marijuana. In my late 20s, I found out that I have a mental illness, anxiety, and depression, and I was prescribed Xanax, and I absolutely fell in love with that drug. When Xanax ran out, I started using other drugs, and I was introduced to cocaine, and I was using powder cocaine, and then shortly after, I started smoking crack cocaine. In that 3-year period, I had lost everything, including self-esteem, self-worth. I went through a short-term rehab and detox center, which altogether was about 2 weeks, and my insurance money ran out, so I couldn't stay. I went back home and went back to my house and quit my job because I was too embarrassed that everybody knew that I was smoking crack and that I had become a crackhead. So I quit and started waiting tables and was just surviving. I was using a cab to get back and forth to work, $60 a day, because I had lost my vehicle. It was repossessed. My house was about to be foreclosed, and I was 2 weeks away from being homeless. And my family had introduced me to TROSA, Triangle Residential Options for Substance Abusers, which is in Durham, North Carolina. And at first I wasn't willing to go because it is a 2-year commitment. But after losing everything and selling pretty much every possession that I had, I decided that I needed to get help. So I applied and they accepted me. I've been there for a total of 2.5 years. I graduated the program in September of 2008, and I applied to stay on as a staff in training, and I continue to work in the president's office. I'm about halfway through the staff and training program, and hopefully at the end of that time, which is a year, I'll apply to become a staff member. I have learned so much about myself being at TROSA. One, I learned to like myself. I learned to come out of my shell and actually communicate with other people. I learned to take suggestions from other people that were going through the program just like me. And I learned that life can be really fun and really great no matter what, and I don't have to get high. I wake up in the mornings now and think, thank God I didn't get high last night.